Battle of Vicksburg is a battle for control of the Mississippi River. It will prove a pivotal victory for Union General Ulysses S. Grant.
This is the battle where Grant will defeat Confederate forces, split the Confederacy into two, and finally occupy the Mississippi.
Vicksburg, Mississippi is a fortified city overlooking the Mississippi River.
So they've got the river in front of them and this swampy delta behind them, and the city itself is up on a hill. It's a very, very difficult position that Grant has been told that he must take.
Every plan Grant tries ends in failure, but he refuses to give up. Finally, he takes a big risk by sending troop transports on a midnight run down the river and past Vicksburg's big guns. Surprise is on his side, and most make it through unscathed. That changes everything. Now, Grant can use the transports to cross the river below the city and attack from the south, the one direction from which Vicksburg is vulnerable. After a series of sharp clashes outside of Vicksburg, Confederate defenders hole up inside the city's fortified defenses. So Grant's army lays siege. Artillery shells rain down on Vicksburg. Residents of the town, men, women, and children, are forced to live in caves. Food supplies dwindle to nothing.
Towards the end of the siege, it's a really grim situation where people are literally starving. They're shooting horses and eventually even eating rats because of the desperation. They have no other choice if they're going to survive.
The Confederate commander of Vicksburg is General John Pemberton, a Pennsylvanian who chose to fight for the South because his wife was from Virginia. He's also an old friend of Grant's from before the war. After 6 weeks under siege, he decides he has no choice but to surrender. He does so on July 4th, 1863. Success at Vicksburg comes the day after the victory at Gettysburg. Abraham Lincoln is ecstatic. The father of the waters rolls unvexed to the sea, says Lincoln. The Confederacy has been torn apart, and its days are truly numbered.